I come along? I mean, if it's not too much trouble or anything.
You need to ask.
Huh?
Of course you can come, Master Jockin. Come on.
Huh? Hold on!
What's up, it's BigJackFilms here, and welcome back to the InuYasha vlog. So, after last week, when we took a look at another terrible Moroku two-timer, he's a pimp filler episode, we come to, surprisingly, a good one. I actually really didn't mind this one. It's short and simple and to the point, much like the episode 2 weeks before. That, of course, being Forever with Lord Sesshomaru. I was trying to remember the title. I was getting it confused with the woman who fell in love with Sesshomaru, which was that big TV special. This episode, I guess essentially for the original run of the writers and creators, because they knew the show was coming to a close, with what we talk about when we get to the finale, that they had to wrap up a few things. And in this one, we kind of wrap up things with Rin and Sesshomaru and their relationship, their connection. And what is the plot of this one? Basically, a group of powerful monks have arrived at the around the lands, and they once or twice bump into Sesshomaru and realize this man's a powerful demon. We must destroy him. While we do that, we actually end up with Rin and Jockin, and we see how they've been. And Rin asks the simple question that a lot of people have actually been wondering. When everything's over, when Naraku is defeated by whether the group's hands, Sesshomaru's hands, and so on, what will happen with Lord Sesshomaru? Will he continue trying to get the Tetsaiga? Will he, try to kill his brother? Well, this episode asks the question, what will happen to Rin? And Jockin is kind of a mean asshole about it, because all he says is that, you know, after Naraku's defeated Rin, Sesshomaru will go on to build his empire, and I will be his first in command. So basically, Sesshomaru is going to become a demon lord more powerful and more sinister than his father ever was, and become a dictator, basically an emperor. And because of that, Jockin then tells Rin that, well, you know, us demons live for a very long time, so by the time the empire is even formed, you'll be long gone, you'll be dead. And Rin is in very much denial about it because she really cares about Sesshomaru. She loves Sesshomaru. She wants to make sure he's okay. And so she's kind of bummed out about that. And during the middle of the night, a demon, this weird blue antler deer demon, uses a flute to hypnotize Rin to bring her to his cave of children. This is not a good sign. Although it's funny, I remember this being sort of the plot of the third Sailor Moon movie, where you had the flute pipe, the fife, and it was bringing in children to a tune that sounded like the Alfred Hitchcock theme, which was funny. But to the point, Sesshomaru obviously is nowhere to be seen. You're probably thinking, where the hell is he? Meanwhile, Moroku and the gang and all those guys from the last episode are trying to figure out what they're continuing their search for Naraku, and they realize, oh, there's this village that needs some monks. Well, hey, I'm Moroku, I'm a monk, we need money, please give us money. And the villagers are like, oh, we already got somebody, it's this powerful dude in his group. And even Moroku's like, oh, I know that guy, god damn it, he took our job! Basically, they kind of just, what's interesting is about our heroes this time kind of lay low this time around. And in doing so, the master monk actually reaches to them, realizes the humans are with demons, and he's like, I don't get this. I'm not comfortable with this. I don't like demons. And he even sees InuYasha, and you're thinking, oh, well, he's in trouble. But it turns out, surprise, surprise, night of the new moon, InuYasha's got his black hair, and Tetsaiga's out of commission, so that's a reason why they laid low. And the monk's like, well, why do you carry a demon sword? And InuYasha's like, well, what's it to you, asshole? And nothing about that comes about. But meanwhile, the blue deer thing, which I think is called, it had a weird name. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it sounded like Oogie Boogie. Oh my goodness, my gracious, I can't believe my ears. It's Oogie Boogie from Nightmare Before Christmas. He's gonna take all the children to Halloween Town. Quick, Jack Skellington, save the children and tell them about Christmas Land. But to the point, it's actually the monks who come in and save the children and kill the demon, and obviously Rin is the only one stubborn who will not leave, and the monk's like, seriously, little girl, why are you so stubborn? I've seen you multiple times. What is your deal? The deal is Sesshomaru, who shows up right there to basically say, hey, step out of the way, and the monk's pulling a... I'll say this about this episode very quickly. The animation's really good on this one. The budget's there. So there's a lot of great animation moments, especially with the monks doing magic shit. So by the time you get to this point of Sesshomaru, this monk, in this sort of wizard's duel with his posse, basically it's sort of like Gandalf's You Shall Not Pass, where it's a very intricate battle between these two with their powers. And it gets to the point that Sesshomaru is so annoyed, and the group are there too, InuYasha and them, and they're kind of laying low because they're thinking, well, first of all, I don't want my brother knowing I'm human right now because he could kill me, but let's lay low and see what happens. Sesshomaru pulls out his full demon form, and it's really terrifying. Like, he brings it out, and he just wastes the entire group of monks, and basically has a look of saying, hey, you see how powerful I am? Stay the fuck out of my way. And he walks off, and of course, Rin follows him, and the monk's like, little girl, what is your deal? Why do you like demons? They are horrible. And Rin the whole time is just like, fuck you all, dude. I'm going with just Daddy Sesshomaru. And so, it's simple resolve, simple filler stuff, and even, like, the monk goes back to Kokome and InuYasha and says, well, why do you hang out with these demons? Like, Kokome doesn't know what to say, and he's like, screw it, I don't get it. I'm done. I'm not for long for this world. I'm kind of old, guys, so we're gonna fuck off and take off. We never see this monk again, despite how powerful he is. You'd think he'd be a worthy ally in the future, that Morocco would make a call like, hey, we need some more monks against Naraku. Want to help, buddy? None of that comes into play. But the episode ends on a very poignant note, a very nice, soft note, where, Jochen retrieves Aoun, which is that two-demon, dragon thing that they fly, and basically, Jochen's like, well, okay, Sesshomaru, we got it, what are we doing? And Sesshomaru's just like, well, what do you think, man? I'm gonna go kill Naraku, let's go finally get this bastard. So they're gonna take off to find Naraku, and during that time, even Rin looks at a gravestone symbolizing her potential death and says, hey, Sesshomaru, when I die, you won't forget me, right? And Sesshomaru has a look of, I have no comment. Because he can't expose himself like that, not yet to that degree, to, like, liking humans. And so, the four groups, Sesshomaru, Rin, Jochen, and Aoun, take off on their search to find Naraku, and with some really nice, watercolor painting illustrations. And I even like the line at the end that Jochen's like, you know, hey, can I come? And Rin's like, yeah, come on, let's go, and they're all happy joy. It's a very sweet episode. Yeah, sure, it's filler, but there's a lot to admire on this one this time around compared to last week. The animation is really gorgeous this time around. I'll give credit to the final season. They had a budget with their animation. They actually did not hold stop on the ending to the show. And the animation's fantastic. The drama's really good in this one. I like how we focus on one more episode focused solely on Rin, Sesshomaru, and their relationship, and kind of, if this was the ending, bring that to a sort of conclusion of what's going to happen, because at the time, we had no idea, and us fans didn't know what to do for a while, but I'll get to that later. And Jochen has his funny moments, but this is a decent episode. It's a filler, but it's a good time, especially if you're a fan of the character Sesshomaru, if you're a fan of Rin. These are episodes to check out as sort of part of some of the best of in terms of categories. Yeah, it's filler, but it's charming, cute filler, and it reminds you of what's at stake going forward with the battle with Naraku. So, I like this one in comparison to last week. It's not perfect, but it's a decent, I'd say, 7.5 out of 10. It's not perfect, but it's charming, it's passable, the pace is once again fantastic, not too long, doesn't drag out, and I overall liked it. So let me know your thoughts on Forever with Lord Sesshomaru in the comments below. Don't forget to support our Patreon, just $1 more because you get early access to all of our content as well as other special features. And tune in next time when we take a look at, oddly enough, another cute episode, and it is ironically centered around Kohaku and Sango and Kilala. And we will catch you guys next time. So until the next video, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. This is BigJackFilms, signing off for now.